I legit started driving away, and it took me getting down to the end of the street. I think I must have been talking to myself. It took me till I got to the end of the street to realize, whoa, man, there's work to be done. You got a microphone to put on. You got, some people to impress. All right. Hi there. Ladies in a onesie. That's a good way to start the day. And if I haven't said that, like in all the movies that talk about future aliens, everyone's wearing like those spacesuits, man. I'm ready for that to happen. You just tell me when it's cool to just wear a onesie for the rest of our lives. It would save me a lot of hassle. You know what I mean? Oh, I think my voice is officially, maybe even not. I don't know. I'm sick of trying to be official. Sometimes you just gotta be you. Sun rising way earlier. My kids are still thrown off, so it was an early morning. Woke up to a wet bed, which was always fun and exciting, but had plenty of time this morning. All the kids were up. Uh, had the weekly babysitter at our house, and she was just like, I don't know, said something to me before I left, and it was like, "Your kids are just perfect. They make my day." And I don't know, she said like, and holy cow, I'm like, you're right. I think my kids are fantastic. I spent most of my life before having kids, and now that I have kids, sure, I get frustrated, I get short with them. I'm like, come on, but man, it's so awesome when another human loves your kids and appreciates your kids. And my kids are perfect, but I guarantee you they don't think they are. Griffin, man, there's 3 pictures of our kids in our house, and he's always like, "Oh, Palmer looks cute, Callaway looks cute," but I don't really like that picture. And you're just like, dude, what do you not get? I think so often we are the hardest people on ourselves. And I hope my parents think of me that way. And I know that my grandparents probably thought of my parents that way, and yeah, I think we are all children and we are perfect in the eyes of our maker, if you know what I'm saying. But so often we don't feel like it. And that's crazy. You just want to you know, I just want to shake everybody else and be like, no, all you guys are perfect, but then I still want to live in my own world and be like, well, I'm not perfect with this, this, and this. The funny thing that, hey, let's just talk about it because why the heck not? Uh, I've got a great relationship with my kids. My kids say things to me that maybe kids wouldn't say to a normal teacher, but they make fun of my hairline. And they're like, hey, you should just go to Turkey and get that fixed. Turkey, you get a cheap hair transplant. Anyway, and I just, you know what? Even if someone said, hey, I'm going to pay for you to get your hair transplanted, I don't know if I would use my time to go do that. It would be awesome to have the world's fluffiest, thickest, fullest, whatever all those ists. But then everybody else would look at me and they're like, oh, dude, you definitely got like your hair done. You know what I mean? I think mine's like so far gone. And I tell the kids because I ran so fast in high school that all my hair is like falling off the back of my head. I think it's all landing on my back too because that's a real thing where you're like, what the heck is that? And you're like popping things off you and you try to plant them back in your head. You can do that, right? Um, but yeah, I think to these kids through their eyes, my hair is like, dude, again, they would hate to have my hair. And I totally get that. I used to have awesome, thick, perfectly fluffy hair. But you know what? I know some of the studliest people in my life just rock what God gave them, and I'm like, dude, you look freaking awesome. Um, I know there are things nowadays to where you can, and like I'm not trying to lose my hair by any means. I used to put I can't come up with that chemical. I used to, it's like a mousse stuff you put in your hair. I tried Hims, I tried all this stuff, but at the end of the day, I'm like, hey, if I don't look in a mirror or if I wear a hat every day, man, it's like it's not even a problem. Problem solved. I just got so many hours of my life back. But sure, if I stand in the mirror for too long, or if I'm standing next to a bunch of fluffy haired kids, I'm like, oh man, that'd be awesome. Uncle Ryan shaved his head early 20s. You know what I mean? I'm 40. I'm like, hey, that hair is supposed to, kind of die out. Sure, it'd be great, but hey, in comparison, Uncle Ryan got the height gene. Maybe I got a little bit more of the hair gene, but either gene, you just take what you got and roll with it. And you know what? If I died today, this beautiful thinning haired body would stay here on the ground and I would be somewhere else. Somewhere fantastic where I'm sure my hair is going to be flowing and blowing and all that good stuff. So, this little shell of my body is not one that I picked. Yeah, I would have been like, yeah, give me the taller model, give me the stronger one. Yeah, give me that, the thick haired. Yep, yep. But we don't get to do that. And I promise you, some of the tall people I know wish they were shorter so they fit in more. Some of the shorter people want to be taller. Some of the thick hair people complain that their hair is too thick. Some of the thin hair people want to have thicker hair. I'm just like, you are freaking perfect. You exactly, with your tall or thin hair or whatever the heck you got, you are incredibly made. And I think you should just own that. Exactly like you are. Exactly like my little humans are. You are fearfully and wonderfully made. Exactly. Yeah. Does that mean I should just go gain 500 pounds? No. And my son the other day, I was telling him that Israel, kamikaze, whatever, the dude that sings Somewhere Over the Rainbow with the ukulele was like 450 pounds or something like that. And he was like, people can't be that big. So we started Google searching. Yeah, back in the 80s, there was a dude that was 1,400 pounds. It's like the size of a small car, man. Hey, he is fearfully and wonderfully made. Giantly, fearfully, and wonderfully large. Hey, I still think we got to take care of our body. I don't think it's an excuse, to just let ourselves go and see how hard we can make it for our heart to keep us alive. I think we got to take care of ourselves. But I'm like, at the end of the day, man, this hair is going to be perfect. And, just got to keep on keeping on. Something I'm trying to figure out in my class. I typically do a warm-up that doesn't have to do with the material. Well, now I'm like, hey, I'm trying to maximize every second to see as many questions as these kids can see. And so I'm like, do I get rid of the warm-up and just have them like hit the ground running the second they get to my class? Or do I keep their little schedule going to where, hey, when you walk in, we got like 15 minutes of like, hey, get stuff out, get working on the warm up, I don't know. I think I'm gonna switch it up. Dumb thing, but it's real. Lululemon makes these pants, and they're like jogger pants. And I live in these types of pants anytime I'm not at school and it's cold outside. But I've always felt weird wearing these joggers to school because I'm like, I'm supposed to look different from the kids. I'm not trying to. Some of the teachers are able to dress looking all cool because they do some really cool stuff. I've always wanted to like dress up, and I've always felt like I'm not necessarily dressing up. Anyway, Dr. Metzler, our vet on our campus, was rocking some joggers with like a polo yesterday. I'm like, dude, that looks awesome. I would never look at that human and be like, oh, you didn't dress really well today. So guess what I am doing for the first time in the history of my teaching, year 11, rocking some jogger pants. And let me just say, it feels great. I was like, hey, I could all day long kind of be like, oh man, I feel underdressed. But you know what? I'm like, just stinking do it. Rocking the polo with it, dressing it up, feeling comfy, cozy, just ready to rock it. But yeah, I think so often I overthink everything, and you know what? I am perfect just the way I am, and probably nobody will notice that I am in these pants except me. And rather than all day long being like, oh no, I wonder what's going to happen, you know what? I'm just going to act like I am living the dream because I think we all kind of are. I think the dream is being alive and still, still doing it. So, all right, got my exit, got through it. You are wonderfully made, and I hope you know that today and always. And if you have thick hair, I'm jealous, but I don't want to be you because I'm me, and I think you should want to be you too, even with that thick hair, and enjoy it. You probably shouldn't wear a hat because you should show it off every day, forever and ever. So, yeah, cool. Hey, it's Tuesday. Kids Day 59, 61 for me. And it's going to be a good day. Hey, peace out, party people.